Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle cake from Una. Now, Una, at the time that this Tangle was put out on Tangle Patterns, and you will see the link for this in the description section under for more inspiration. Una was at the time 9 years old, and she is the daughter of CZT Janice Wang. So let's see, if my math is right, Una is probably around 15, 16, and I hope that she is still tangling. All right, and the reason I'm gonna do my four corners and a border on this one just because I want to, and today's Tangle, I actually had something else in mind, and I was like, and then I saw this, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this one before, and I thought, oh, this is perfect. It has to be today because today is my mother's birthday, Cherie Hartwick, and as we joke on our Tangle time, all of this is all her fault. Because she went to actually it's her friend that took her to a Zentangle class. It's really all her friend's fault, but we blame it on mom, and as she says, she gladly takes it, and it's our funny kind of inside joke, if you will. So happy birthday, Mom. And this cake has no calories. It's awesome. All right, so starts off with a series of curved lines, and we're gonna kind of let's see, I want to say curve them up, but really that's not the case. Well, just watch. So making, more like a U type of a curve shape all the way across wherever you want, wherever you're filling this pattern in at. And then we're just going to do rows of them. And honestly, they don't necessarily have to like line up or anything. Not that I could see. Could be fun if not. And I usually start these kind of things in the middle because that way it, I don't know. And I think I probably first learned that when I went to the CZT training. Start in the middle, work your way to either side. It makes it look a little bit different, and then too, especially when I like doing this curvy border, then I can kind of fill in the remaining, like on this other side. And they don't all just start here and then we have the little excess over on the other side. Anyway, next step. I should have just said, I don't know why I do that. It's just I like to. That's it. All right. In these, where all your curve line dips, we're going to put just a dot. And I'm, filling it in. It's not quite an orb, but just a little filled in dot. Actually, and I'm just thinking about this now, but I'm not going to go and dig out a thicker pen. But if you happen to have like a nib that is the, 10 or 12, you can just do like this, right? Just press your pen in and it makes a really nice dot about that size. Now what I'm doing is I am putting these even-ish or maybe a little above. Like I said, it doesn't matter. But in line with the little peak of these curve lines. But it's like I said, it doesn't matter. I like this one because it's neat. It also doesn't matter, how it's forgiving. That's the word I'm looking for. All right, then after this, we're going to put some curve lines in where these, where the peak comes up. So just some additional little curve lines. I like this because it leaves a lot of room for play, and that makes it really extra fun. Besides the fact that it doesn't scream, oh, I must do, X, Y, or Z perfect so it lines up. I love these kind of tangles that are, a lot more forgiving like that. Okay, then last step before we play, and you know what? I'm going to flip my tile upside down because we're going to put orbs on these peaks. But what I found is that it's easy to start and end on that line. So I'm putting my pen right on that peak. And then I'm assured that it's touching. And that's just, I find that helpful. But if I do it the other way, then I can't see what I'm doing. So that's why I turn the tile upside down. Because then my pen and hand are in the way. Okay, and some of these I'm I like making my curvy border because I just find it fun to work behind the border. So like as if this was something that was placed on top. I just think that that's fun. That's just me. I'm weird and I'm okay with that. All right, so then after this playtime, here's what I want to do. Because it just, as I'm drawing these, I'm like, ooh, this would be neat. I'm just gonna aura, even though it's really kind of little, these little curve lines that we added in. And actually, some of me is thinking, ooh, it could be fun because to bring it out a little bit more, and I might just do that. I'm gonna do this first. And see what it looks like. Because I'm thinking, if you're thinking about, well, how a cake is decorated. Ooh, that looks kind of neat. Oh, and is it my eyes? Hold on. Sorry. Let's put that into focus. Goodness. All right. So that looks kind of neat. And what's fun is, and it's kind of like with course corrections, like with the fill-in, where you can make something a little bit bigger, reshape something. Doing this too when you're auraing. I'm just going to go one further on these. Well, where I can. Because I think it's neat to kind of have it be more scallopy underneath here. And okay. Oh yeah. You know what? They kind of look like little party hats. Oh my goodness. Okay, so other play stuff that we can do with this. Couple things. In my step out, I put little spirals inside. And you could just do a spiral, just, set out to do a spiral instead of doing an orb if you wanted to. You certainly could do that. But well, actually this would be fun with colors, but well, you know what, let's do this. I'm going to just fill them in, and then I'm going to add with the white just for sake of time. What I was doing, and I'll share this in case this is your first video. Well, here, let me demonstrate, then I can always fill it in. Is, we have this shine that we can add. It's just a fun thing if you want to have the little shine in there. And if you don't happen to have a jelly roll, or you just, you want to just put that in there like that, I have found sometimes, and depending on what color tile I'm working on, sometimes it's nice to leave that empty space, and then when you put the white gel pen over it, then you're not like competing or worrying about the black pen or waiting for it to dry and stuff like that. Sometimes it's a little bit more, it's like makes a brighter white when we do that. So just something a little extra. Oh, and you know what? This needs a little partial right here. We'll just do like that's a partial there. So that is fun. Like I said, sometimes, you have to wait a little bit for things to dry when you want to use the jelly roll, or not. If you have a nice juicy one, like this is the number 10 size of the jelly roll brand. Oops, before I do that, then these are kind of juicy. Oh, and let me test it way over here. Okay, and I'm just putting a little dot, because see, it's nice when it's juicy, as that's our technical term for it. Then you can just do that, where you just put a little dot or 2 dots even. It's up to you. It depends on how big your orbs are. Look at that one. I left that right in the middle. I kind of like them off to the side a little bit. And then, when you're doing that, sometimes it's good to have a little scrap piece of paper or something by you, so that way you can get things flowing again. Because sometimes when you're just doing this, it kind of just needs to, you just have to swirl it around a little bit, so that way it will continue. That's so cute. All right, now, how about for some shading? Let's see. I'm going to I did this on my step out as well. And I'm still thinking. All right, no, I'm going to do it a little differently. All right. So on my step out, I put it underneath here, because what I was thinking is, well, I'm just picturing layers of yummy frosting, and that it would kind of cast a shadow, and so that's why I put that underneath. But well, and being that when I do the step outs, it's on just regular paper, so sometimes I don't get the effect that I think I should. And so anyway, so I'm like, well, you know what, we'll just try this and just see. And there's no right, there's no wrong, of course. It's just kind of like, well, what effect do you want to have, the picture in your mind, and then we work to make it happen. And so that's why sometimes I like to just do something different than I've done on my step out, so that way we can see what it looks like, because you can see what it looks like on the step out. Well, as long as my scanner behaves, and sometimes it doesn't like to show the pencil line very well, the graphite. Oh, but this is, I think, well, when I turn it around the other side, however, okay, this is what's also so much fun about Zentangle, especially tangles that go with there's no up, there's no down. That's, one of the hallmarks of Zentangle is it's non-representational. And yeah, there is no up, there's no down, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. So you could do the tangle with the intention of having it look like that. And that is awesome too. I like both. How fun. Let me work to get that a little bit even. And then as you're shading, I like to start light, unless I have something in my mind and I've done it before, where you know what to expect. And after a while, if you're new to Zentangle, and if you find anything frustrating, just hang in there. Hang in there, take some classes, come join me on a Tangle time, me and Mom, and we have a lot of fun. And then a lot of times we're doing something like this, where we're just kind of working through things and working through some thoughts, or some brainstorm will happen usually, or more than one, and it's just fun to see things take shape. And that is part of the fun of Zentangle, is that we just play like that. And it expands our creativity, and like I said, and it's just fun. So I like it this way. I like it that way. Both work really nice. So, so anyway, that is cake. If you enjoyed the video, would love to have a thumbs up. Also, feel free to share it with your friends. And if you like it enough to see more, I would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Of course, that is free. I've had people, when you see the word subscribe, you just automatically assume, oh, you pay for it. On YouTube anyway, you don't. I mean, I think there's a way to do that. I don't know. This is free. If you enjoyed it and maybe you want to come and join us live on a Tangle Time, I do them online every week. Some weeks we do 2 things in a week. Most of them are free, some are paid, and you know, would love to have you join us. Information for that is on my website. That link is also in the description box. And with that, thanks so much for watching. Happy birthday, Mom, again. And I wish you all happy tangling.